Happy birthday, Pisces! I wanted to give you a little gift for this shift into Pisces season. And so this is the sort of session that I do privately with my own clients. And I just want to offer you some encouragement coming up, whether that's this month, this year, a whole new chapter, phase of your life, whatever is going on with you. I hope that this affirms or directs your path and helps you feel more connected than ever to yourself. I have designed this entire layout just for you. And the very first thing we're going to do, we're going to get started immediately, is I'm going to roll these astro dice. And we're going to figure out what the energy is that you are going to harness or be aware of. Okay? First, we have the moon in Gemini, and that's the 4th house. So I take these dice, and then we arrange them. I grabbed the cards, and these are called karma cards. And they're going to reveal some messages to you about what to take advantage of or note of. This may be energy you're already experiencing, or this may be something that is coming in. Ooh, my goodness. All right, next time I'm going to pull those things out and set these up differently. So I don't know if you can read those or not, but the way that this works, I'm just going to actually pull these forward since it's the very beginning. We don't have anything else out yet. So you're going to get 3 different messages here on the top. And then if you're wondering what's on the bottom, we'll get around to that later. So if you're interested in writing any of this down or taking notes, this is meant for you. 3 messages that you're going to get to start off are the nurturing of information to explain what makes you feel secure. Your second message, feelings caused by communication about support. And your third message is reactions resulting from the fluctuations of your home base or family. If any of those stand out to you, it's exactly what is meant for you to get, okay, that message or feeling. Maybe it's something you need to sit down and think about. Maybe it's something that's not happened yet. Or maybe you just haven't been aware of it to this point. So that is the very, very beginning. We're just getting started. You ready? All right. So the next deck that we're going to use is called the Beyond Lemuria. Okay, and this is a newer deck for me. It's so pretty. And if you haven't checked out the flip through, I do an entire flip through of this one if you are looking for just a beautiful deck. And maybe you're kind of into the more spiritual side of things, the chakras and elements, you would enjoy this. We're going to pull 3 cards. Now, what these are going to mean, we're going to lay out 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This might get messy, I can't promise you, and I may or may not fast forward these shuffling segments at some point if the cards are taking a while to come out. So the first spot that we're pulling for is where you may have lost your magic in the past. Maybe you gave it away, maybe you didn't even realize it was taken from you. Maybe it was a very painful loss. All right, there's our first one. See, I told you it might be a little messy. The very first one is alignment. Okay, I'm going to keep shuffling. The next spot is your current path. So as we talk about this, maybe I'm going to continue to shuffle. So this may have caused, you see how this falls under the moon and we have feelings, reactions. This may have been something that you were not exactly balanced. You were not aligned with your inner self. So that was causing you to have emotional outbursts into the world. That may have been things that you have not exactly treated people as they deserve to be treated because you were the one out of balance. You thought that someone was out to hurt you. The next card out is the heart chakra. Okay, it says unfurling back to love. So we're talking about information again, communication, fluctuations, right? Fluctuations, reactions. Because you weren't aligned in your heart center, you were emotionally reacting in ways that maybe weren't safe for others, weren't responsible, and you have to take accountability for that. All right. All right, the third one, I have two cards that came out. And I think I'm going to take them both. I don't exactly know how I'm going to lay that out yet. But the first one for the fourth house, or describing or just kind of deepening our understanding of what's happening here, our security, support, home and family, awakened awareness. So be aware of how you're treating your family, those who live with you, those you're closest to, those you're taking care of. Okay, those who maybe can't protect themselves, those who, this could be talking about your kids, your partner. You're seeing something, or you have at least been seeing something askew, okay, because you weren't aligned with yourself. You were reacting, and it's time for you to become aware of your reactions and how you've been treating other people. And then the other one that came out with that was the earth. Nurture. We're back to nurturing, right? Nurture, nature. So that's a little bit interesting. This is, I'm going to let you know. Sorry. I don't know if this looks weird. This is a sort of energy, strong energy comes out like this for me all the time. So you're going to see loops and cycles. You're going to see how certain things come back around. So you have the word nurture come here, and you also have the word nurture come here. And what this is saying is you're going to find that heart center. Look even here on the card. If you can see this, right here in the center, that's her heart center. That's what's been misaligned for you, okay? This is your potential here. I don't think I actually explained that yet because I got a little caught up in the cards. So this is where you may have lost your magic, or given that away, pieces of yourself, your power, however you feel connected to that. Because your heart wasn't aligned. You may have taken on a victim, some sort of victimhood. And and what is coming around here where it says nurture, and when you're coming back to here, what it's saying is if you want to become aware and become aligned and in control of those emotions, so you're not reacting like this on the people who you love, you may have been mistreating those that you love in some sort of way, okay? That's up for you to decide. But your emotional state, it's time for you to center yourself and become aware of it so you can focus your energy in the right places. Okay, it's time for you to become aware of that. So this is where you may have lost your magic or your power. This is your current path, okay? Look, you're getting information to explain how to center yourself. You're getting that right here. Maybe you're getting that other places. This could be just this could just be affirming something for you. But either way, you are getting information here to realign your heart chakra. This is telling you you're ready and it's time to take responsibility for yourself, to become aware. And you're going to find that in nature or some sort of connection to the earth or your body. This could be dancing. This could be meditation. It could be actually being physically outside, connected to the physical earth. It's up to you to decide where you connect, but go there. That's where you find this center to your heart. All right, the next deck up that we're going to use to start to continue to clarify and deepen this is the Divine Abundance Oracle. I really enjoy this. This one does not have a guidebook. We may or may not get to those. This is going to be long, you guys. I'm like, oh, you know, it's going to be 20 minutes. No, it's not. It's going to be long because that's just how this goes. The energy comes, the messages come so deeply and so interconnectedly. So first we're going to see maybe a little bit more deep where you lost your magic, this alignment here, and where it's caused you to react emotionally. These are triggers, okay? I don't know what happened to you, but this is like some sort of trigger to something. It could be something realistic, and it could be something that's not. It could be something that you're afraid of that's not actually going to harm you, or this could be something that you're afraid of that is in your current circumstance or environment that could harm you. I can't say what that is, but these triggers have to be dealt with, and they have to be dealt with on the inside so you can nurture and love those that count on you. You're not loving the way that love is, you know what I mean? Real love, how you want to be loved. You have to be willing to love those who you take care of that same way. And that's taking personal responsibility and modeling that for them. Okay, so here in alignment it says deepening. Once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. They bring the peace of God. So this is deeper. The triggers, you might not even know where they're coming from. These are deep wounds. These might be childhood wounds. This is something deep, and maybe when we're talking about nurturing, we're not just talking about nurturing those in your family. We're talking about nurturing your inner child first, so you can nurture those who around you and in your life, in your real life, who deserve your best. They don't deserve your leftovers or your scraps. They deserve your best. You are capable of giving them more. All right. All right, so again, this is your current path, and it's directing you. It says, I do not know how to say this word. Aparigraha literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. So it has less to do with you doing anything outwardly. It's more to do with you just making the intention. You have to make the intention to recenter yourself. And what does that bring? What does that bring in? If you choose, now you can do whatever you want. You can continue here, but what did it take from you? What has this taken? What is the disconnection from yourself taken from you? I guarantee you it's harmed people. It's taken away trust, possibly even relationships. I know what that's like. I've been there. I've been that person, reactive. I used to describe myself as like a live wire. And then I finally took so much time to get to know myself that I'm able to be here now after, a year of feeling like everything that happened, like I didn't know how I would react to it. So I had to give so much space and take so much time away. But what happens when you do choose to center yourself and you make the intention and you just again and again and again set the intention? Because you will react. You will. But what does that mean when you're choosing to even be humble about it? Apologetic. Companionship. Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. So what did I just say a moment ago about giving your best and not your scraps? That's what we're talking about. Giving your best to those who deserve your best. There may be people in your life that you're giving your energy to that do not deserve it. That's serious, and that's true. They might not deserve what you're giving, and you need to evaluate that. That's really important, that you evaluate how you are being the energy exchange. What are you giving, and is it being reciprocated, or at least or is it filled back in different ways? Are you being filled back up regardless? But are like those relationships taking something from you? Are they taking something from you that, because like you can't get aligned, you can't feel safe enough? See, when you're walking on eggshells in your own home, if there is something going on in your home that makes you feel unsafe, if you're walking on eggshells in your own home, it is very, very difficult to be in tune with yourself and aligned. And that may cause reactions as well. So the next part that we're going to use to deepen this session is the Tattoo Tarot. And I got this idea from my friend. I want to read you a quote from her. And also I want to take a note really quickly that in the description below, you're going to see a link to an Etsy store. And that is my friend. This is her quote. When I see things that are precious or beautiful, I breathe into those feelings. And even when sad emotions come up, recognizing that we all go through these feelings, and that's a part of our humanity, to empathize with one another during joyful and hard times. She has always been an amazing artist, and she has her own line of products that are handmade and so beautiful. And she helped me kind of prepare for this because she's a Pisces. I'm going to get these out. They want to come out. Oh my goodness. Cards are excited. Okay. So in the past, you've been stuck here for a while. Like you've been stuck kind of in this pattern for a while. And you have to know that there's a lesson here for you to learn, and it's your choice. And you have to let it come. And you may have to let people go from your life naturally. You know, it doesn't have to be disruptive. It doesn't have to be harsh. But you may have to let some people go. Some things go. Some situations, like a job, something that's draining your energy, you might have to let that go. There is something that is preventing you, or has at least, maybe not at this point. You may be here, right? You may be kind of have recognized this already and be shifting out of this. But in the past, the pattern that you've been stuck in is there has been some sort of obstacle that keeps you from deepening your understanding of yourself, that keeps you from tapping into your own heart space. And it has kept you stuck. It has kept you in a cycle of reactivity, and you've been triggered again and again by things that maybe seem trivial, or you want to feel like maybe you should have gotten through this by now. Why is this still bothering you? Why aren't you over it yet? Okay? Either something has prevented you physically in your home space from feeling like you could do that, or you just haven't recognized it yet. And I want you to hear me today. This is the time. As a Pisces, you're pretty in tune with yourself in general, but that can probably also go to a the opposite end of the spectrum. That can get really dark, and it may create within you a disconnection, like a boundary, because you're afraid of how deep you may go, right? It can be scary. So then in your path at this point, you may be shifting from here or not. This may just be directing you. But something that's going to be important is that you're resting, that you're meditating, that you're just kind of slowing down. You are requiring, like, your mind, I don't know if it's your mind spinning, but we're talking about Gemini here, fluctuations in communication, reactions. I don't know if this is a physical experience that you're having, or if this is like some sort of past pattern that just keeps, like, you know what I mean, cropping up, nightmares maybe, something like that. But there is a disconnection. There's something that your psyche or your ancestors or spirit or whatever you're connected to, maybe even just your actual heart space, your core is trying to get some information to you about these feelings. And it's going to require that you decide to see it and that you slow down so that you can experience it. Sit with yourself. You're going to have to somehow learn to shut down, even if it's just the overactive mind. Let it go, let it come. It's more about it's a soft flow, right? That's like a wave. Let it come and let it go. It's very Taoist. You don't need to force anything. You literally just need to sit with yourself. Is that what you're afraid of? Are you afraid to sit with yourself? Now, your potential here, again, is look how this is a beautiful unfolding. This is, the Fool is someone who has a renewed enthusiasm, okay? A renewed spirit. The King of Wands is this passionate action, and even action into the world. So the Fool is someone who is maybe a little bit naive, but you might not be naive, because you have to understand you've been going through this cycle quite a few times. So maybe the Fool is not necessarily, this is meant to happen, but maybe the rays, you don't need to see where you're going like you imagined, but maybe you can trust that you are safe, that you are safe now because you have your own life force back, because this creativity activates in you at your heart, right? You can't really be creative. It doesn't. Now, you can be creative from a space of pain, absolutely, but you can't really be creative until you're tapped into yourself. At least it's okay if you're tapped into something that's painful, but you can't really be creative until you tap into yourself completely. Okay, like your heart space has to be activated before you can bring that creativity out into the world. I know that the root chakra in the earth is important, and that's how it activates and works its way up. But can you really express your creativity confidently, surrender that and let that go, receive the messages that you're supposed to receive and express those, again, creatively or verbally out into the world? Can you be balanced in that way if you're not centered in your heart? Because your heart is your center, your divine center. That's you. Do you know who you are? And if you don't, are you ready to find out? All right, the next card next deck I'm bringing out is the Crystal Visions Tarot. Continue to deepen this. We're not there yet. We're getting close. All right, first card, 5 of Cups. This is a loss, or the fear of a loss. Feeling, oh gosh. The 5s, okay, across the board, the 5s are some sort of turmoil. This is emotional turmoil. Okay, so something within you just doesn't feel quite right. I can't say what that is for you. There's something that doesn't feel quite right. There's emotional turmoil reactions that makes you reactionary. Emotional turmoil is going to make you feel reactive. Like, again, remember I mentioned the live wire. That's what I felt like. So emotional turmoil is going to make you feel reactive. It just is. And you may not be able to hold that in at some point. If we're not here and able to express it creatively or get it out in a healthy way, what happens is it gets stuck. Right? We're not resting. We're moving too fast. Gemini is move. You know what I mean? It's bouncing around, and that's a great thing. But can you also slow down? Can you? I struggle when I get really, really into a groove and I feel like I'm in this space. Actually, I struggle to slow down and I struggle to balance myself at that point. Okay, so let's see current path. This is too many, but let's see see what they have to say. Anyway, hey, why not? All right, top, 3 of Cups. So, hold on, just a minute. The Sun, and then the Moon. Try to. So the 3 of Cups here is, to me, I'm support. You may have you may need support, but like gentle support, soft support. I'm not talking. This is not like a professional setting. This is like friendship. This is like friends who get it, friends who understand. These are those like soulmate friends that just like they know what you mean, what like you've experienced, and they give you maybe a healthy outlet, or they give you some tips or help you like find the courage, or support you and are there for you while you walk through some uncertainty, okay? Because you don't really know what's going to happen, right? Look at this. You have the Sun and the Moon. What I see is through this support, if you choose to allow yourself to learn, let new information come in, let yourself be nurtured, this softens. It softens in your heart space with the support, and it becomes this beautiful, soft glow almost. It comes in so softly, you almost don't even notice it. You know, like when light is entering a room, when it's like been cloudy and then like this light enters the room, you actually notice it on this whole layout, because this is like in front of the window, obviously. So you'll see how it sort of flows in. But you don't know when you're unsure, because you don't know. Anything could happen. The moon, under the moon, you know, it is shadowy. Things are a little bit deceiving. Does that mean it's any less beautiful than, like, being out in the moonlight? Is that any less of an experience than being out in the sunlight? No, just don't be afraid to be uncertain. Let things come and let things go. Rest into it, slow down, and let yourself be supported. Let yourself be supported. This might be your family that is supporting you here. It might be a partner, spouse, children, a really good friend. It doesn't have to be someone that lives with you, but this is your support system, your real support system, not people who drain your energy. Sorry, that didn't actually flip over, so I lost it. Whatever that card was. Let's see. All right, your potential here. Let's see what your potential is here. I don't know what happened up here. All right. Let me take a look at these. Interesting. All right. So it's very, very interesting. I don't know. All right, so we have 3 cards of balance here. 3 balance cards. They're different, okay? But Temperance is like, what she's doing here is pouring back and forth. It is balance, like cosmic balance, okay? Your choice to see clearly, to take self-responsibility, to see yourself clearly, to center yourself, is going to bring things in, a sense of balance that you've never experienced before in your home, especially in your home, but different types of support. So if you can't, I don't know if you can see this. This is an angel, and sorry, I keep like shooting these cards like way across the camera. And so this is an angel, and you see what she's in her cups. She's balancing back and forth water and fire. Okay, and harmoniously. There's a rainbow there. She's calm and patient. She's not forcing anything. She's aware, though, of what she's balancing. And from what and not that these are exactly those elements, right? But the 2 of Wands to me is a nice. It's almost gentle. it's soft, it's expansive, it's knowing your options and taking it and knowing like your opportunities, surveying almost, not quite there, but like knowing that a pathway is opened up and that you have opportunities. You can see that here. Okay, like something has, like you're aware of opportunities. You're aware of the balance you're seeking, and that is your choice. You get to choose one way or the other. You can stay here, stuck, feeling disappointed, feeling, I don't know if you're feeling left out, but you're feeling reactive, disappointed, reactive, stuck. This cycle you are stuck in until you choose to absorb the information into your heart, let things come and go, rest, slow down, let support come in for you, be okay with things that are a little bit unsure. You don't really know yet. Information is fluctuating, it's coming in. You don't really know what's happening yet, right? You have to play with it a little bit before you know what's going to happen. You're just becoming aware. You're going to feel a lot of things, and that's going to make you think that you're doing something wrong, but you're not. It's just about sitting with yourself and feeling, put your hand on your heart every time that you forget that you're feeling like this again. And like, why am I even doing this? I was fine before, blocking it out, pushing it down, but you weren't, because you were hurting other people. You might have felt fine, right? You got it out. You dumped it all over other people, but you weren't. The reason you also feel a little bit dissatisfied, or maybe very dissatisfied. You might feel stuck. And why is that? Because you're not absorbing what these feelings, these reactions, these deep triggers are trying to tell you. It could be something very, very deep from long ago, but accept the support, slow down, and let things play out. Choose to be aware, okay? Choose to be aware. And the things that are coming forward are things that you didn't even think that you could feel balanced. You never thought you could start over. You never thought that you could feel free. We're talking about balance. Awareness brings balance, 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 balance. This is the center of you. 3 chakras above, 3 chakras below. And okay, let's not get into like the beyond chakras. You Pisces, you may know all about that, or you may not. But in your body, the chakras that are like connected to your physical body, the heart is the center. That is you. That is you. All right. Now, I think this is the last one I was planning to do. I think this is the last deck that I'm planning to bring out. I hope you're enjoying this. If you are enjoying it, please subscribe. If you know any other Pisces that would enjoy this, please share it with them. All right. So let's talk about these reactions. It says release. Today I release limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, and anything out of alignment. Tell me that's not from the cosmos. Tell me this message wasn't meant for you this minute. Try to lie to yourself about it. Try to lie about it. You can't deny this. You cannot deny synchronicity like this. I do hope that you enjoy this and that you come back for more of these, because this is what healed my soul. And I hope that you experience that here. So please subscribe. So back to release. I am ready for transformation and welcome this shift. Hell yeah, you do. You are ready. And that's why you're here, and that's why you're receiving this right now. I am creating space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities. And that's exactly what this is about. From the beginning, we said this is your new chapter. You are ready for it. Make the choice. Choose it. Yeah? Wow. Whew. If you're not connected to your heart space by now, if you're not sobbing, if this was for me, I'd be sobbing. I know that for sure. I'm a Taurus, so if this was for me, I'd be sobbing, but it's my Cancer's ascendant. So my Cancer is ascendant. My Taurus gets a little annoyed with that. I love, but like the connection to the heart space, the beauty and the synchronicity, that gets my Taurus excited. And then the Cancer in me just sobs and annoys the hell out of myself. All right, so it says, follow my joy. Today I will write down 10 things that I enjoy doing. The things that make me feel good and raise my mood. And then I'll pick one, or as many as I feel guided to, and go do it. When I am having fun and enjoying my life, I am in a state of allowing for all that I desire. So that's what this is here. You're just allowing. You're taking things in, you're letting them sit, you're realigning with yourself. You are realigning with yourself. That's what this is all about. You are realigning with yourself. Remember? So allow it. I mean, it starts, you might not have a clue what that even means right now, but that comes just by sitting with it. That's all this is telling you to do. Be willing and sit with it. The edge of greatness. The universe is opening doors for me, bringing opportunities my way. I don't crumble at the edge of greatness, the edge of my greatness. I take the opportunities that come and walk through the doors with confidence. This is your opportunity. This is your confirmation that you have it in you. That you do not have to be afraid. It might feel too deep and it might feel scary, but you are ready for it. You're ready to let this go, whatever it is. All right. Now, do you remember at the very beginning, I told you we were going to get back to the other side of these karma cards. So that's what we're going to do. I already told you I was going to do this different this time, so I didn't have to stand and struggle with it for 15 minutes. All right. So the other side of this karma card is also going to give a message. This side is advice. And so this is your final advice. I hope you very much enjoyed this, that it was helpful. Here is your advice for the upcoming season. Defend what you want to be known as you did in the past. Accept what is believed about your home or your family. Let your feelings tell you how to use the quickest way and do what makes you feel secure. I don't even know if the top one is great advice, but it almost feels like what kept you here. Defend what you want to be known as you did in the past. That almost feels to me, confirming this here, the stuck. Accept what is believed about your home base or your family. Just let things come and go. Let people have their opinions. And let your feelings tell you how to use the quickest way and do what makes you feel secure. There it is. Happy birthday, Pisces. Are you going to release this? Follow your joy to the edge of greatness? There's your potential. Thanks for being here.